Hi, this is Dawn Barkley for Insider Travel Report, and I am on the Celebrity Beyond, where Avoya is putting on their 2022 conference. It's the second part of a two-part conference, the first being virtual and the second being in person. And I'm here with Steve Hirschon, who is the Senior VP of Sales, yes, got it, for Avoya. This year, you've put on a hybrid conference. How has the attendance changed because of this?
Well, the attendance changed dramatically, of course, on the virtual part because many more people were able to attend that than an in-person event. And even though this is our first conference with virtual, we kind of test drove the concept last year. We had a virtual event followed by a short cruise on the Apex. That was more of a networking event. And I think what we learned there is, number one, make all the education as accessible to as many people in our network as possible for no cost, which is the concept of the virtual event. And then those that have the time and the wherewithal to make the trip to Apex last year or this year conference on the Beyond, they're able to come and not spend all day long in general sessions, lecture after lecture after lecture. More time being focused on networking with the other agency owners in the network, as well as, more importantly, too, networking with our key suppliers that have come to join us on the cruise, and thanks to Celebrity for allowing their competitors to join us on the event here on the ship.
Absolutely. It's been really excellent. Do you plan to keep this hybrid format in the future?
As of now, we think this is the best way to go because, we have a network of 1,300 agencies right now. They can all attend the virtual parts of it. They can attend recorded parts of it if they can't make it live. But not everybody can make it to a trip like this. Many have other things that they're doing besides the travel business or personal things that they have to take care of at home. So this gives the opportunity for those who can go to join us here, but it doesn't leave the other people out of the education part of it.
Right. Absolutely. So you've announced the launch of Leave It to the Experts, which is an advertising campaign that puts advisors in the forefront. Can you elaborate?
Sure. It's not just an advertising campaign for us. It's really our mantra. We've been all about specializing for as long as I've been with Avoya, which is now 17 years, 2 years running my own agency, and now 15 years on the employee side. And, unlike, let's say, the old days in a brick and mortar situation, somebody could walk into your shop and ask for any particular product. You never knew what they were going to ask for. They had a wall of brochures. They could pick up anything. You had to know a little bit about everything. But with the Avoya Live Lead program, we're directing leads specifically to specialists. So somebody who doesn't sell tours is not going to get a Globus lead. Somebody who doesn't sell cruises is not going to get a Carnival lead. You're going to get exactly what you know how to sell. So this is what we believe in. We believe specialization leads to optimization, and it's been a major focus of ours prior to the marketing campaign. And the marketing campaign is all about letting people know travel agents are experts at providing advice, but our people are experts at providing advice on specific products that they're looking at. We'll get them to the right person to help them plan their vacation.
Wonderful. And that starts first quarter 2023.
The campaign does, yes, right? But the ideology behind it is in our DNA.
Absolutely. So you've implemented some internal contests to promote social media and sales. Can you describe them and what success you project from them?
Maybe if one of our agent owners walks by now, we can get in a picture and be part of the hashtag on the Beyond Sailing. What we're really trying to get them focused on is we know how expensive marketing is, which is why Avoya has always done the marketing on behalf of the agents to generate live leads. But because they can make more money if they find their own clients, we want to help them, and social media is a great way for them to find their own personal clients, but to do so in a super low-cost environment for them. So that's kind of the thinking behind them, is help them find customers, help them explain their expertise in a way that's cost-effective for an agency owner that has limited funds to spend on marketing.
Absolutely. Let's talk about the fact that Avoya will no longer require an independent agency to participate in, will no longer require an independent agency to be an LLC and hold errors and omissions insurance to participate in many programs, including your live lead programs. Was that a requirement that was stopping people from joining?
It was, and again, when we say requirement, it was never a requirement to join Avoya, just to participate in certain elements of our program. Independent contractors get the opportunity to decide how they want to run their business. It did put us at a competitive disadvantage versus other host agencies because we were the only ones that were in this environment. And also after COVID, thinking about the expenses that they had to incur for an LLC or E&O insurance, you're talking about adding anywhere up to $1,100, $1,200 extra a year per agency. And we felt that this was the time to say, unless they're going to add other agents to their agency, then we still have them add LLC and E&O to their agency because we think it's really in their best interest to do that. If they're going to be bringing on people to sell under them, yes, that they have the maximum protection they can. But we really want to leave it to their devices. And most of them still, despite not requiring it, still maintain it. Yeah.
Okay. At the hybrid conference, you described a new program under development that will place hundreds of thousands of orphaned leads, those generated over the last 5 or 10 years since that were originally handled by agents who have left the Avoya family. And will you discuss this further? Will the commission split be the same for these leads as for the newer leads? And what are your projections for how this can increase the agent's business and also the earnings of Avoya in general?
Great question. So, of course, there's people come and go in the travel business. COVID accelerated a lot of that. A lot of people decided to retire sooner than they might have because of COVID. And over the years, those agencies developed not just leads, but past book clients. So even stronger than a new lead today. And we've kind of lost, other than marketing's attempts to reach them through newsletters and other marketing, we've really lost the personal touch with that group of clients. So we know getting our specialists, our agency owners involved directly with clients is more profitable for them. You know, it's like saying, would you like to have a list of people who live where I live in Weston, Florida? And maybe that costs you $80 a thousand names. Or would you like to have a list of people who book cruises in Weston, Florida? And now that's $500 per name. Way more valuable kind of a lead for a person. So we want to take advantage of this huge past relationship that went away when their agents went away and give these people more clients who they know will book. And, of course, mine our database better to keep these clients in our fold.
And you also mentioned that Avoya is in the process of developing a new education platform, which will involve a partnership with the Travel Institute, CLIA, and ASTA, and will not be limited just to those in the Avoya network. Will this be a recruitment tool for you, and how will you market the program and find your students?
Yeah, I mean, we're still in the finalization process of putting together the program, but we feel, as everybody knows, so many of our new agencies now are new to travel, and they need some basic background education skills before they get to us if they're really going to be successful selling. And really, we don't want to put them in front of a client until they have some of the basics. So we want to look outside at some of the partners, and Travel Institute and CLIA certainly came to mind, and ASTA. But we really want to provide them a background to join Avoya. But even if they don't join Avoya, a good background for people that are new to travel, no matter what host agency they join, whether they decide to go on their own. You know, knowledge is really king, and the future of travel is growing and getting younger, new agents into the community.
Where will they find out, though, about your educational program?
So 2 ways. One, of course, as we market to bring on new agencies, the new to travel people will tell them, you need to get some basic education first, whether it's through us or there are other good travel schools that are out there. But you need to get those basics done first before we can kind of bring you on and put you in touch with our clients.
Okay. And finally, what's ahead for Avoya sales-wise? New suppliers, new avenues for growth. What's going to be coming out in the next couple of days in the conference, since I'm interviewing you early on?
So on the supplier side, one of the most recent ones we just added to our portfolio was Atlas Ocean Voyages, and I'm pretty excited because next week I'll be going on their naming ceremony down in South America. And in a very short period of time, we've had a tremendous amount of bookings for Atlas Ocean. So every time we can bring on a new supplier like that, it just means incremental business, because especially Atlas Ocean Voyages and others we talk to, we're looking for people that will be incremental, not be taking business away from existing partners. That's what helps grow the network. We're really proud of the fact that our agency has the highest average agency sales of any host or consortium. And we really look for productive agencies. We're not here for the hobbyists that just want to get on a fam trip once in a while or say they're a travel agent. We really invest so much in them that we need them to be productive selling travel because of the amount of support that we do provide them once they do join.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much for joining me.
Thanks for joining us.
Again, this is Dawn Barkley, and I am with Insider Travel Report.